Alright friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Demi, and in today's video, I'm going to bring you guys an update to the personal finance expense tracker that I personally use. If you've watched my money diaries in April, you would have seen that I've used a new spreadsheet compared to my video on how to budget with $2,700 monthly income right here in Singapore. So if you've not watched both the videos, link to that will be up here somewhere and in the description below. So have a look at that, and today's video is a deep dive on how I actually use this spreadsheet to plan for my income, my expenses, and my bills, etc. This spreadsheet will be made available to you guys. Details will be in the description below. Download that and get started with your personal finance journey, tracking your income, your expenses, etc. I'm gonna show you guys a blank spreadsheet and how I actually use this so that when you download this, you can actually know how to go about navigating this and how to use it. Before we go into it, smash the like button, subscribe, and if you are interested in this kind of content, definitely turn on the notification bell so you know when I upload next. Without further ado, let's go straight into the spreadsheet. So this is how it looks like in an overview. I think it's aesthetically really very nice. It is way better than the first spreadsheet that I have made available to you guys. I took some time to actually do this up so that I can see everything in an overview, month-to-month basis and also annual basis. So in the first step, there is the annual overview where you can actually see your total income in that year, expenses, etc. This is an overview dashboard where you can make reference to and see how you have progressed throughout the year. So if you go straight to an empty tab, I'm going to bring you guys through June. How you would navigate this spreadsheet is first go to your sources of income. That will always be your first step in this spreadsheet to key in what you would actually think you would receive in that month. So at the start of the month, I come into the spreadsheet and I key in whatever salary that I receive. So let's say I just started working and I receive $3,000 every single month. Interest and dividends, it depends on whether you have any investments and what interest and dividends you will receive in that month. Just for example purposes, I'm just going to key in $50. Cut cashback is here because this is what I'm going to receive in June. How I actually calculate this is based on the percentage cut cashback that I'll receive and what I actually spent on and paid for last month. Previous month, I spent $1,700 for my UOB Absolute Amex card, and that was 1.7% back, and $40 for my UOB Evol card cashback. For June, I'm expecting to receive a $70 cashback, and the actual, I will update it when my statement comes. Refund and others is just an example of the sources of income that you would actually receive. You can amend this according to whatever income that you are going to receive, so definitely play around with this, it's up to you. Next up, we'll go to bills. Bills is always recurring every single month. So this box here is actually what you would allocate for every single month. It is a fixed expense area where you key in recurring payments. So in my case, I actually have my life insurance and my endowment plan as a recurring payment every single month. I do this manually as mentioned because I can earn cashback based on my insurance premiums paid using my UOB Absolute Amex card. If you do not know how to do that, definitely check out the video on how to earn cashback on your insurance premium. Link to that will be in the description box below. I'll put it up here as well. And yes, so the next up will be my phone bills, Spotify, iCloud, and my installment. I have one outstanding. And in June, I actually have two insurance that is going to be renewed. This is on a yearly basis. It will amount to $659 that I'm going to pay in June. And my allowance that I'm going to give to my mom is also in fixed expenses. So thereafter, we'll move into savings. I always believe that we should always allocate for savings before we budget for our variable expenses. So what you do is that you key in your sources of income minus your bills, and with the remaining amount, you can allocate for your savings. After you've keyed in this, you can actually make a reference to your cash flow summary table where it tells you the remaining amount that you can budget for the remaining categories. So if you see here, total income 3120, my bills for June will be $1,400, and my expenses, let's just remove whatever budget that I have here, and with that I have a remaining amount of 1695.27 to budget for, and with that you can roughly estimate how much savings you can allocate for. In this case, I think I will do $1,200 for my savings this month. and the remaining I have is 495. I can actually do a bit more because if you know, since April I'm actually keeping myself to a $400 expenditure. So right here I can actually increase this by 95.27, so 1295.27 just to be exact. And once I allocate for this, I actually do it immediately to transfer over the amount to my emergency funds account. So if you do not know where to park your emergency funds, I made a video on that as well, to earn interest on your emergency funds instead of keeping it in your savings deposit account where it earns you only about 0.4 or 0.5%. You can make reference to that video. I released it last week. And the next part we will go is to your expenses summary. So expenses summary is where you key in your variable expenses that you want to budget for. This column here is up to you to customize. You can actually go in and change the categories, but for me, the main things that I actually spend on are groceries, eating out, transportation, shopping here and there sometimes, entertainment, my giving, travel, not always, and any other things. So anytime you want to amend this part, you can. It will auto change in the expense tracker category drop down list. Say for example, I change others to taxi. And if you see the drop down list here, you can see that it has changed accordingly as well. So this spreadsheet is entirely amendable. The only areas that you do not amend are the formulas. So just change your categories according to what suits you best. In personal finance, there is no one size fits all. So trial and error, give it a go and see what works for you. So expense summary, what I budget for: eating out, usually most of the time I budget $300, transportation $50, and I have a remaining $50 on any other things, so I usually most of the time just park it at others. After that, I have an investment box made available for you guys. I know a lot of us are actually dabbling into investments right now, be it stocks or crypto. You can also track it here. How much you want to put into your investments is up to you. And for expense tracker, this is where it gets interesting. On a day-to-day basis, you should track what you spend on. Google Sheets makes it easier because you can access this available on your phone. We all have the Google Sheets app on our iPhone or Android phones. It is really easy. You can just go into the app and key in, fill in the details of what you spend on in a day, or you can just whip out your computer at the end of the day to just key this in. It will auto-populate the expense summary column and you will be able to see on an overview basis a summary of the amount that you spent on in that category. Another thing I like to track is also my interest or dividends tracker. In this box that I have here, I track things like my card cashback or like interest received based on where I put my money every single month. So it's just something that I personally like to track. You can amend this to whatever that you want to track. So if you do not know how to, definitely leave your questions in the comment section below, or you can head over to Instagram and directly DM me. I'm always very available to help you guys to customize this according to your needs as well. So it's not that you download this, it doesn't fit and that's it. An available option for you guys. Once you get this spreadsheet, if you have any questions, just let me know. Feel free to reach out, don't be shy. I'm always here available to help you guys in your personal finance journey. A disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't worry, I'm not gonna sell you guys insurance plans or financial plans. I'm nothing of that sort. I'm a monthly salaried worker right here in Singapore. I'm not a financial planner, etc. So don't worry about that. This spreadsheet is really simple. It's an overview of how you can actually track your finances in order. And for those visual people, I actually have pie charts and bar charts for you guys to make reference to if that is what you are interested in. This is what I have been keying in for May, and in end of this month I will do money diaries for May and budget for June as well. So if you see here, it is really neat. It's an all-in-one place where you can get access to your personal finance. So right now, as we approach June, it is still not too late to start. Personal finance journey, it is an ongoing process in our life. Don't be afraid that you are too late or you are too young. You can start tracking your income and your expenses. Even if you're not working, you're a student, you receive allowance, you can also treat that as an income and budget for it. It starts when you are young, but if you are not young, it is still not too late to start. So that's all I have for today. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm actually gonna go through a detailed breakdown of the cards that I use, the accounts that I use, and it is a dedicated video for the product that I use. So definitely, if you're in Singapore and you're figuring out this personal finance journey as you just started our work, I'm navigating this with you guys, so follow me on this journey of personal finance right here in Singapore. Let me know if you have any content that you want to see, any products that you want to see me try using and whether is it good, give a review, etc. I give you guys an honest opinion of the things that I use. I'm not sponsored by any company or any products that I personally use. I just like doing this because I'm a person who seeks satisfaction through this kind of thing. So tracking my personal finance is actually how I actually know whether I'm financially stable and independent. I love this kind of thing, so if whatever that I do helps you, it just makes my day. So that's all I have for today. If you have any questions regarding this spreadsheet, don't be afraid to reach out. Definitely leave your comments in the comment section below and I'll reply to you guys. So give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.